Beyond the Broom with the NSA, sharing information, innovations, and market trends shaping the commercial cleaning industry. We sweep away the noise to bring you the insights that matter.
All right, we're live. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Beyond the Broom podcast. We're excited to dive into the world of group purchasing and specifically the National Service Alliance, or NSA. I'm Ryan Lemire, and joining me today is my co-host, Debbie Wakefield. How are we doing today, Debbie?
I'm doing great, Ryan. Thanks for asking. I'm looking forward to this discussion today about NSA and how we make a difference in the contract cleaning industry. Let's get started.
Perfect. Well, I think the first question on everyone's mind is why join the NSA? Why would a BSC join the NSA?
Well, I can tell you that by giving you a little background on NSA. We've been around for 28 years. We're the largest GPO in the commercial cleaning industry. Total revenue of all of our members combined is about $17 million. We have over 320 members today, and those 320 members represent over 1,800 contract cleaners across the country. And the main reason somebody would join NSA is for savings. We help save on your consumables, your equipment, your chemicals, as well as other programs that are included in the membership.
Great. So you said, did you say the combined revenue was $17 billion?
Yeah.
That's impressive. That is very impressive. So, and you said you have over 1,800 contract cleaning companies that are utilizing our contracts within the NSA. So
all across the country. We're all across the U.S. and including Alaska, Hawaii, Puerto Rico, and we've even recently started working in Canada.
That's great. What if someone's looking to join? What are some of the qualifications to join in the NSA? What does that look like?
Normally, our members, we say, are a minimum of $2 million in revenue. Really, that's because we want to make sure that they're getting an ROI on their investment. There's a membership fee to join NSA. It's a flat $3,000 fee for all of our members. And we want to make sure that, you can recognize that ROI and your spend has to be at a certain level in order for you to see the savings.
What does a typical savings look like? And how does that process work when you are bringing on a new member that does qualify for the NSA?
Yeah, so one of the things that we'll ask somebody is to provide us a 90-day spend of what they're buying today. And then we'll do an apples-to-apples comparison for them, an analysis, showing them exactly what the savings can look like for them. We'll annualize it out and show them their savings in a year. We'll combine that with the rebates that they're going to qualify for, that they're going to earn throughout the year. And typically we see anywhere from 10 to 20% in savings.
10 to 20%, and that's typically on their spend?
Yeah, and that's again, consumables, chemicals, equipment, just the everyday things they're buying today from their distributor and they're getting to run their business. That's what we're trying to help.
And how does that work as far as, the NSA, we're not a supplier, right? We go out and negotiate the contracts with the, leading suppliers, manufacturers, distributors within the industry. Talk to me a little bit about how many suppliers you have, how that process works when someone realizes the savings and they're ready to join.
Yeah, so we have right now over 70 Jan-San manufacturing partners. That's just the Jan-San partners. And again, they're all the big guys that, all the top paper manufacturers, the top chemical guys, all your janitorial supply company, all the mops, brooms, microfibers, all of those guys, the top names in the industry are part of our program. And we have savings for you on those. And then we have distribution partners across the country that you're able to work with to utilize those savings. Most likely you're already working with one of our partners, and if you're not, there's most definitely a partner in your market. We have a couple of national companies that are across the country, and then we have some other groups that have distributors all across the country that are part of that group. And so, again, there's a distributor near you that is a partner with NSA.
So it sounds like when someone joins the NSA, we do the analysis, we identify the savings, We identify their distribution partner, their top suppliers. We work with them. Essentially, at the end of the day, we're just providing the contracts to distribution. So there's no operational change as long as they're using one of our partners, it sounds like.
Yeah, and we have that come up. Sometimes people will ask that question when we're talking to them. They think that, we have a warehouse and that we're shipping product and they're placing orders with us. And that's not the case. You're going to continue to order through a distributor just like you're doing today. If you're working with one of our partners already, you're going to keep the same rep. You're going to place your orders, pay your bills, and get your deliveries just like you're doing today. None of that will change. The only thing that changes really is the pricing on the back end. We'll work with our distributor partners to get your account set up and connected to the NSA contracts that you qualify for. And so when you log in to place an order with them, what you're going to see is a change in your pricing. And then we have quarterly rebates with our distributor partners that you're going to be eligible for. And you're going to get those rebate checks, once a quarter based on the spend that you have.
Oh, so there's rebates on top of the savings as well. So the overall savings can be significant based off the manufacturer partners that you're using.
Yeah, absolutely. Because we have distributor rebates on everything that you're buying through a distributor, but we also have manufacturer rebates on top of that. So with many of our manufacturing partners, you earn an annual rebate just on the purchases you make on their products. So it's sort of like double dipping. You get paid on it when you buy it from the distributor, and then you may earn a rebate for it at the end of the year through the manufacturer.
Awesome. That sounds great. Talk to me a little bit more about some additional services that the NSA offers as far as outside of the consumables, outside of the equipment. What other programs are in place to help a BSC out with their business?
Well, in addition to those GNSAN partners that I mentioned, we have 37 business service partners today. And those business services can range from equipment rentals to uniform and promotional item partners, background check companies. There's a whole host of other services that we've curated and made part of our program to help you with your business. Things that you're doing on a day-to-day basis. If it's something that you're spending money on today, we're looking for a way to bring a partner in that can provide you that same service, whatever it may be, at a better price because you're part of the group. So that's what we're looking at.
Well, that sounds like a very, very robust program. That is impressive. Um, you know, Not only does the NSA provide savings on the equipment, on the consumables, on business services, everything day to day to run your operation, there's other things that the NSA can do as well. And we hear challenges, every day from BSCs, what they're facing in the marketplace. What are some additional challenges the NSA can help out with and that we hear that we work with, daily?
Well, a lot of the things that are happening, I would say the biggest issue that BSCs face today is labor. And that's one area where we can't really help you on the labor front. So we try to take some of those other things that take time away from you focusing on what you need to focus on. We try to take those off your plate, and pricing and providing that pricing is one of the key things. A lot of BSCs used to use the RFP method and still use the RFP method. And, they put out a bid essentially for distributors to price out the items that they're buying so that they make sure they're getting the best price. When we take that off the table for you, you don't have to worry about that anymore. We've already negotiated the best pricing for you, and you can feel confident in knowing that you're getting that best pricing and you're not having to focus your time on it. We also do things like we have IMAPs with our members, and an IMAP is a review of all the reported purchases that we've received from a distributor for you. They'll report everything to us each month. And then we can do a quarterly review with you to kind of go through that and see that, make sure we're getting all of the spend, all the purchases that you've made. But we'll also check pricing. We'll go through and do audits to make sure you're getting the pricing that you need to get, or that you're, the NSA contracted pricing that you're supposed to be getting. We'll make sure that that pricing is in place for you so you're not having to spend a lot of time worrying about that piece too. You can focus on the other parts of your business, like labor, that are taking up so much of your time.
Yeah, that is key. It is key to understand, what the savings look like in going forward and making sure that the pricing that you should be receiving, you are receiving. So it's good to know that we can take care of doing the audits, mitigating the price fluctuations, and really staying on top of things so that the overall value is being consumed by the BSC. I kind of want to switch gears a little bit because we do hear outside of, the labor and spend on consumables, what we're hearing now, especially in this world today of AI, and technology. What's the NSA doing to kind of take that leap forward and get BSCs educated on the different avenues when it comes to technology and AI and all that good stuff?
Well, you're exactly right. That is where we're moving to, right? That's the future, the innovation and technology side of our industry. And a lot of our partners are leaders in that. They already have the autonomous equipment, the smart restrooms and buildings, drone cleaning, even indoor air quality improvements. Those are all things that our partners are involved in and working on. We bring a lot of that information to our members. We're doing webinars now with our partners so that they can share that innovation and technology side of their business. And we're constantly sending out information from our partners on those subjects just to keep our members informed and up to date.
Yeah, and that's through the Clean Sweep, right? That's the
Yeah,
new weekly seminars that we're hosting with all of our partners and
absolutely.
suppliers that talk about a host of everything related to the BSC world and specifically to certain products, like the technologies that are coming forward.
Yeah, and we're going to have
It's
some of those
almost like,
people with us on our podcast as we go forward too. We'll have people coming on and talking about some of those things as well.
so I feel like I'm living in a sci-fi movie, right? But with less aliens and more clean floors.
Exactly.
So that's awesome. As far as additional value, are we missing anything? From my gatherings, from my understanding, and from a lot of our members' understanding, the NSA is really a model. It's all about collaboration. BSC members, distribution partners, supplier partners all work together to achieve common goals. It's a win-win for everyone involved, it seems. It just seems like every time we have a new member or someone who was hesitant and 2-3 months down the road, fast forward, they look back and they say, you know what, the NSA, that was a no-brainer. I should have joined sooner.
Oh yeah, we've heard that far more than once from people who maybe they weren't quite sure about what we do or how we can help them, but once they have that conversation with us and let us learn a little bit about their business and tell them more about the NSA, that no-brainer line, it's a no-brainer. We've heard it many times.
Yeah. Heard it quite a bit. Well, perfect. Anything else that we need to cover as far as who we are, what we do, what that process looks like? At the end of the day, we want to drive as much value to the program as possible. And again, that's all through collaboration, working together, all the networking, all that good stuff. So anything else that you can think of that we can touch on?
I think the biggest thing is just to have folks, if you're not already an NSA member, please reach out to us, connect with us, and let us have that conversation with you and see how we can help you. It's really easy to reach us. You can reach us through our website, which is www.nansa.org, or they can email you or I. Our emails are pretty simple. Mine is Debbie, DEBBIE @nansa.org, and Ryan's is Ryan@nansa.org. So we'd be happy to learn more about your business and see if we can help you grow.
All right. That sounds great. Well, I appreciate it. If anyone has any questions, again, just reach out to us. Let us know how we can help. See if we can partner up, see if it's a good fit, and see what the value the NSA can bring.
Sounds great.
All right. Bye, everybody. Have a great day.
Thanks for joining.
Beyond the broom. Beyond the broom.